It's 5:45 p.m., which means it's time for BC TV's nightly news roundup. I'm tonight's host, Roland Boyden, and this is 5:45 Live. Tonight, who's got a beef with snow cannons? What exactly there's much ado about in the park? Why your cell phone could kill the person next to you? When we'll be beaming in from across the state lines where you should be camping this weekend, and a whole lot more. All that in 15 minutes, so stick with us.
I don't think there'll be a great deal of new construction. There may, as time passes, be some work done in and around the mountain to establish, for one use, the tobogganing, maybe the zip line. There may have to be stanchions installed for that, but I don't know if that will happen immediately. As I said, I think the main thrust will be to reestablish the mountain as it was, and at the same time incorporate into that more non-winter functions.
I skied at top of the mountain up here, Prospect and Terry Tyler. When I was so small, I had to have somebody come along and pick the rope off my leg. I skied at Maple Valley and had a great time there. I support the project. You know, it is a concept. I ask you to approve the concept and not and try to accommodate this gentleman who wants to spend money and make something happen.
Welcome back to 5:45 Live. That's footage taken at last night's Dummerston Development Review Board meeting. Plans to reopen the Maple Valley Ski Resort as a year-round facility was met with harsh concerns as members of the board and public came out to speak out against the mountain moving on. There you go. And next, the second annual Go Skateboarding Day was held yesterday at the Kroll lot here in Brattleboro. My tireless senior news correspondent, Joe Bushy, was on the scene.
Tim, how are you? Good. So you going to the select board tonight?
The day involved trucking in ramps and rails they skated all afternoon. If you want to find out more, you can Google Basic Brattleboro Area Skate Park is coming and find out about all the plans they've made. And also you can find Brattleboro Select Board meetings, and the Select Board meeting from June 7th features a part about the Brattleboro Area Skate Park's plans as it concerns the town. You can find that on BCTV's video on demand at BrattleBoroTV.org. Moving on, it's time to check the events around town as part of our calendar coverage. We begin our calendar coverage this week with a look at this weekend's Relay for Life of Windham County. Here's the relay event chair, Peter Case, or many of you know him as KVT's Fish.
The Windham County Relay for Life gets kicked off this Friday, June 24th, at the BUHS track at right here in Brattleboro. And at 6 o'clock, our opening ceremonies will commence, which usually includes a few minutes of chatting and some information updating, and is always started off each and every year by our survivor laps. And our survivors are distinguished by the purple shirts they wear. These are people who are currently in the fight and battling with cancer, and always we highlight those people. Those are the people we gather, and those are the people. Those are the reasons why we gather for the Windham County Relay for Life. 7 years now we've been at it. Our goal is $100,000. We are well on our way to making our goal. Contributions can be made at relayforlife.org/WindhamVT. Again, the Relay for Life gets kicked off 6 o'clock at the BUHS track this Friday. So create a team, raise some money. You still have time. We'll take donations the day of. Right there, you can find any one of our committee members and make the donation, or even a team member or somebody you might know, make the donation through them. And we hope to see you there at the Windham County Relay for Life this Friday, 6 o'clock.
Again, you can find out all you need to know at relayforlife, all one word, .org/WindhamVT. Next, tonight, the Actors Theatre is putting on Sarah Rule's play Dead Man's Cell Phone at their West Chesterfield Playhouse. Proceeds will benefit the Brattleboro Area Hospice. You can check the performance out at 7:30 p.m. in the Actors Theatre Playhouse, which resides about 3 miles east of Brattleboro on the corner of Main and Brook Street in West Chesterfield, New Hampshire. And speaking of the stage, tomorrow the Vermont Theatre Company is performing the, I want to say, Kenneth Branagh classic, Much Ado About Nothing, on the Living Memorial Park stage. The figurative curtain will rise at 6 p.m. in the park. And a reminder that, as always, our weekend calendar coverage kicks off tomorrow when we get into it on just what you should be up to Saturday and Sunday. And if we missed your event, or you want more coverage than just me adding alliteration to your press release, then email me, Roland Boyden, at roland@brattleboro.tv.org. That's ROLAND at brattleboro.tv.org. We'll figure out how to get your event on and maybe get you on talking about your event as well. All right, that kicks off our calendar coverage. But again, remember to tune back in tomorrow when we'll get down and dirty on the weekend and what's going on there. Thursday is always the day where we hop into our weekend calendar coverage, which means that next it's time for our BCTV Schedule Quick Glance. All right. To get BCTV, you got to have Comcast cable, or as my teleprompter says, BCTV lies between the fertile plains of Comcast cable at channels 8 and 10. And this is the part of the show where I get to just hype what's coming up on our channel, toot our own horn a little bit here. At 6:20 on Channel 8, we have the second episode of The Deshay Show, a spiritual dance party thinking cap fiesta of a show for you. And over on Channel 10 tonight at 9:30, we have the latest Brattleboro Union High School board meeting where Jim Day's retirement was announced. And finally, a reminder that you can catch the rebroadcast of the dynamic and ever-entertaining 5:45 Live the following morning at 45 on Channel 10. And as always, you can find our complete schedule for both channels updated to the minute, along with live streaming and video on demand for all local programming, all at brattleboro.tv.org. And speaking of that, brattleboro.tv.org, it's continuing in our preposterously cheesy alliteration-themed days. It's Website Wednesday, which means I get to show off this BCTV website I've been talking about so much. Check this out. Here we are at brattleboro.tv.org. And at this very website, you'll find a number of things working to your advantage. First, since we've been talking about our schedule, let's scroll right to the bottom where you can find what's coming up in the near future on our channel. And I'll mention that this schedule is updated to the minute. So even if we make some last-minute changes, you'll find them here. And you can just keep an eye on both channels, find out what's coming up. But let's say you notice something that you missed. Here's 5:45 Live. You've already missed the very beginning. Never fear. All local programming is captured forever in the online time capsule on our video on demand. So if you go back up to the top, you'll notice on the right sidebar we've got a Watch Local Shows on Demand button, and that takes us to our video on demand player. You'll notice there's several categories to browse through. 5:45 Live, that looks like a good category. Also Government and Municipal, where you can check out all the meetings in our coverage area. Catch up on the latest Select Board meeting, maybe. Monday's Development Review Board meeting, it's all there. Plenty of other categories as well. You can check out all the stuff coming out of the high school, their BUHS TV broadcast, and of course you can live stream both of our channels here. So some very cool stuff going on, and you can catch up on all the 5:45 Live you missed. I know you didn't mean to miss very much of it, but if you did need to catch up on what's going on, you could check it out here. You could see just what I'm up to. Let's get twice as much of me on TV at once here if we can. So that, again, brattleboro.tv.org is the place to head, and you'll find all this along with plenty other information, including information on our summer camp. Let's do that quickly before we leave. If we go to Learn here, over on the sidebar, among other things, you can sign up for all our classes, but there is a summer video camp tab here, and there are spots still open. So there's a downloadable PDF and a form as well. You can also, if you want to find out just what your child will be doing when you send them off to unleash their inner filmmaker, there's links to last year's Summer Camper Fiesta, one A Midsummer's Nightmare, and also Pizza Apocalypse. So you can check out what these awfully creative summer camp kids were whipping up for us here as well. So again, brattleboro.tv.org. We still have room here. We'd love to see your child find their filmmaking genius here. And we do have quite a lot of fun. There's quite a lot going for it. All right, well, I gotta say, everybody, that's a full lid. Thanks for joining in with me, but before you switch over to Whale Wars, The Aftermath, remember, we'll be back tomorrow with our full weekend calendar coverage, a kickoff to Shakespeare's In the Park fun. We'll unveil Friday's remote broadcast plans, get an update from Joe and Daryl out on the river, and more. There you go. For 545 Live and BCTV, I'm Roland Boyden saying good night, everybody.